Carib. It's the way we play. Drink responsibly.
Welcome to Island Tea with your faves. Keep it locked in with us for your daily dose of hot tea only on Win Media 98.9.
Good morning, guys. Good morning. Welcome to Island Tea right here on Win Media SKN on another terrific Tuesday. It is March 22nd, and you're here with your faves, Kevin and Azim, featuring Jade, Gwenny Gwen, Idita, CPL, Martha Stewart Johnson.
Morning.
And we are... Jade, it's been a morning already with us having some interesting conversations right here in the Win FM studios.
Indeed.
Perhaps one of these days we'll bring that particular conversation to the fans.
No,
But it's not on the run sheet today.
The Christians gonna run and cuss us. Well, they can't cuss
No,
us.
that's
They're supposed to be
no.
praising the Lord.
No, and not only that, like, I would want to believe that is the reason why we need to have these conversations. Generally, the conversations that need to be had are the difficult conversations.
Listen, and you know why I think it should happen too, because some of y'all, right, talking to y'all youth pastors and y'all semi-pastors and stuff, y'all let's be doing the same things that Azim does be talking about and acting righteous. No, be yourself. Let the church know what you're into. They shouldn't judge. Those are your brothers and sisters in Christ. And they're supposed to be a non-judgmental bunch. Am I correct? I said supposed. Listen to the words that I'm using. I said supposed to be. Not that they are, you know.
Well, I am actually against that view, personally. I guess the Bible say, "Judge not, lest ye be judged," and let him and let him who is without sin cast the first stone. So I suppose you're right, but my thing is, let me give you all some advice, early morning advice. It's not even 8:15 yet, so I won't even charge you all for this gem. Please to judge. Judge as much as possible, guys. Part of the issue with a lot of eye out there is you all refuse to judge. You understand? Judgment is necessary. What is not necessary is prejudgment. There is where you end up in prejudice.
So you have to let him.
No, you judge based on what you see. A lot of times what happens is we go based on, this person here, he got locks, so he's a musician, or she lived down here, or she used to with and such, and you bring up all kind of, that is, no, we ain't talking about that.
No.
Right? Judgment for that. But, but what I'm saying is, it is important for you to examine people and based on the findings, the facts, make judgment on how to deal with people, where to sit people in your life. And that's the problem here. Some are taking people who really should be acquaintances and making them BFFs here.
And then your life in shambles and you're wondering why.
You're out here signing on loan for people who you shouldn't even put up a sign for. That's part of the problem with Jamaica.
Oh my God.
So wait there. The person they always begging me $150. Why are you going to sign on a loan for this person?
Think about it. If they don't
because we're friends.
No.
Don't judge them.
That's not how friendship should work. If you can't afford to give me $150, how I wouldn't trust you to give the bank $500,000 with my name attached? Y'all must be crazy. So what y'all is saying, you know, y'all don't think about the things that y'all do logically. If you can't afford to buy this $20 lunch, why should I then lend you this $1,000 loan? How does that work? Where you going to get the money to give me back? You who I'm every day, every time I ask you how you're going, you're just telling me, hey, cool, you know, I just see you chilling.
Jay, don't judge her, okay? Don't
judge.
judging
her, I just ain't giving her my money.
See?
Man judging.
Wise.
Yeah, that's all.
That's when people, a lot of these things that people run around and say, that sounds so like intelligent and woke and so. I just be like, but that day is the dumbest thing I ever hear.
Yeah, your ideology ain't making too much sense.
But yeah, I just don't agree with some of these hot
takes.
Them hot takes and these new age cliches that people like be spouting. I just be like, but to me that ain't make no sense.
Yeah, well, you're telling me make no sense.
Explain that to me. Explain to me.
Oh, you're a hater. You just. I'm like.
That's why I don't tell them it don't make no sense. I just say, could you explain that to me, please? And then that's when you start stumbling.
What do you mean? You sit down with that. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Men understand.
But wouldn't that mean? Isn't that? Yep. Something I hit them with that there.
Yeah, friend. But anyway.
How you doing, friend?
I am alive and well. I slept last night. Yes, I got my full 6 hours.
You get 6 hours last night?
12. Yeah, I woke up 6 o'clock.
What?
And I went to sleep at 12.
What?
See the new improvements in it?
At 12, I was rumbling around the kitchen trying to find something to eat. Look, that is one of my shortcomings.
Yes, me too, friend.
The late night eating.
Somebody say, lucky you, but I are a non-sleeping nation, you know. All young people, all hard-working young people.
The hard-working, Jade. The hardworking youth of the nation.
I'm telling you, I up here not sleeping, up midnight trying to find something to eat because they work all day so they ain't get to worry about that. Look there.
Girl, is some butter vegetables I eat last night, yeah. About 12:30.
I mean, if I reach there yet.
I was like, yo, I really need to work on this.
What kind of, like, some fresh vegetables?
No, Jade, you know what I mean? I meant, you know how people eat butter chicken?
Oh.
I'll take the butter sauce, but just don't put the chicken in it. I'll just tell them put veggies in it.
That sounds good.
Jade,
That sounds
it
good.
is amazing.
That sounds.
But what happened is like, Jade, I tell you, I try on this no meat thing, right? This is the problem, you know. People will be like, me, I can't stop eat this. I just be like, I eat the exact same thing. I just don't put the meat in it.
Yeah.
I put vegetables
but
that I
the meat
like.
is the essential part, Adam.
No,
Okay.
I'll explain to you quickly. And this is how I was able to take myself or free myself from the shackles of chicken. Right? One time I was on tour. I was on tour with this particular artist, Jesse. I was on Jesse. Yeah, it was. Yeah. So
you
we.
have to be a Rastaman because this way.
Yeah, you're going. You see where you're going. You see where you're going.
Yeah.
And a couple of Rastaman in the band. The manager is a Rastaman. Like a couple of Rastaman in the band. So we driving around. I think he might have been in Atlanta, and we just there like, we hungry. Like we need to find something to eat. So I went on, Uber Eats, or something. Like it might not be Uber Eats. One of them find something to eat. Apps.
Vibes.
And typed in like vegan restaurant or whatever. He said, but I need some vegan food. Like just I need some real. So I found this vegan place that supposedly is really good and owned by a Jamaican. So we give it to the driver, give it to the bus driver, and we gone. Reach to the place. The woman is like a nice little house. It's a house, and she converted the whole house into the restaurant. So it's like each of the bedrooms, you could have like it could be like a private room. So there's like small table like for like a couple, and then the dining room. The dining room is like was big enough for the full party, all of us, right? And then she had like tables on like the porch, and so it was like a nice little vibe. It's a nice little older Jamaican lady comes out and she tells us like what is good or whatever. As a matter of fact, she had already kind of was closing up, just about to close up for the day. And when and then she just see a bunch of Jamaicans and she's like, "I'm cooking!" like
What, love?
She see a bunch of Jamaicans coming, so she was just like, "I'm cooking!" Like she ain't care. Like,
what time it is? She got feed she children by extension.
I'm telling you. So the woman tell us like this is what she could cook, what she got, bam bam bam. The woman say, "Don't watch the menu, just tell me what y'all want. Who ain't want ackee and saltfish?" The master man them want the vegan food. The woman say, "Look, I could do jerk chicken and I could do vegan jerk chicken." So the rasta man them took the vegan jerk chicken. I took the regular jerk chicken because I'm like, what is that? I don't know. What I mean vegan jerk chicken, it don't even compute in my mind. I don't know what nonsense y'all eating, but I'll have the real thing.
Stick to the things that you know.
Right. The woman bring out the food tastes amazing. So the lady asking me, she said, I thought you would have had the vegan jerk chicken. I was like, "Miss, I just got locked me in a rasta man."
That's what I tell people.
Right?
That's what I tell people. As
She said, "Okay, but you want to taste it?" I said, "Sure."
Change your life, eh?
The woman bring the food, right? Bring out another serving of the vegan jerk chicken. And it was amazing.
Oh no, I could have tell.
The jerk chicken was amazing, eh? But the vegan jerk chicken...
If that convert your life like this, I know it had to be good.
But it wasn't just the food. What happened was the conversation that happened after. So I asked her, I said, "But miss, like, I really didn't think this was going to taste so good and things." She said, "Let me ask you a question." She said, "The base for the vegan jerk chicken is a portobello mushroom."
It tastes like chicken too.
But this is the thing. She said, "If I were to put that in a pot and heat it up and give it to you, would you eat it?" I said, "Yeah, I mean." She said, "If I was to take the chicken and try it in some water and give you, would you eat it?" I said, "But not bad, nasty." She said, "Exactly. You don't like chicken, you like seasoning." The woman changed my life. The woman changed my life, Jade.
Like chicken,
the woman said, "You don't like chicken, you like seasoning." The woman said, if I just take chicken out the freezer, clean it, put it in the water, cook it and give you, you're gonna ask me if my head gonna want to kill you. Let me just put some salt in it. All of a sudden it's the best thing in the world. She said, "No, all you do," whatever flavors you're craving, just do that with your vegetables. And that's how I cook now. Like if I feel like orange chicken, I just figure out how to make the orange sauce with my vegetables. Like
I'm going to steal that.
Yeah, so I want teriyaki. I just do teriyaki vegetables. I wanted like last Sunday I had like red Thai curry, but I had red Thai curry vegetables. Like just like
You see?
yeah, and it been yeah. People like seasoning. You don't like the meat. Like if they just give you the meat, you can ask them if your head good and you want to kill me. Literally, that can be in your mind. This person want to kill me. Throw a little salt on it.
I try to poison me.
Yeah, them you think they're trying to poison you.
Yeah, like when you.
What this is?
What is? This is raw and seasoned.
But no, cook it right through. Cook it right through and put it on the plate with nothing else. But you could,
Just white chicken?
Jade, you could literally cut up some broccoli, just drop it in some boiling water for 4 seconds and take it out and eat it. You're like, oh, no, it is bad.
Yeah, make a little broccoli.
You could buy.
Yeah. Okay, that's vibes. That's vibes.
Yeah, but that was. Yeah.
That was a free gem, you say?
A free gem early in the morning. Early in the morning. 2 gems you get this morning for free, guys. No judgment. And you like chicken, you like seasoning.
That's how it changed your diet. That is how it changed
The
your
woman
diet.
changed my entire mindset. I came home, I ate meat for like another maybe 2 months after that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just really didn't want to disrespect my mother on Christmas. So the last time I ate chicken was Christmas.
No, that's fair.
A few years ago. I didn't want to disrespect my mother, man. She do the turkey and all of that.
That's
Yeah.
fair, that's fair.
So I had to give her like a year before
So to understand
to
that.
understand that this is what's going on. Yeah.
How considerate of you.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you made that decision, you know, because, boy,
No, you get me shit.
oh, yes. Praise the Lord, boy. Praise the Lord. Bless her hands always.
Apparently Jade likes my mother's seasoning.
Yes. Yes, I do, boy. Listen, yes, I do. That food saved my life. I tell you, that food
Yeah, that's
saved my
fine.
life Christmas.
Japping good for you.
Well, after I come from Chatterbox working,
I'm going to eat, man.
have food.
I have something.
I have. I just eat and pass out, you know. Like.
Oh, boy.
Anyways, let's move on to our usual.
Tea time.
When you say, let me know when you're singing, so I could, you know,
Oh.
and the graphics.
I really thought that was the intro, yeah. But anyway.
No. that we have one, but you know. So guess what happened in Nevis?
What happened in Nevis?
They are investigating a shooting in Prospect.
Oh, no.
Yeah, oh no, indeed.
So there's a prospect of a shooting in Prospect?
No.
Or it actually happened?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. So for what we've learned so far, police have confirmed reports of a shooting incident that occurred early Monday morning, in Nevis in the Prospect area, the Prospect Estate area. Police said Devon. What? Sure, what the shock at you? Don't come to sleep for the detail.
You understand? You understand?
No, we can't do that. So, yes, police said Devon Harris was shot and is currently hospitalized, receiving treatment for injuries sustained.
Mm.
The investigations into the matter are ongoing, and of course, we will keep you updated once we get more information. Early morning. First thing in the morning, sir. Yeah, I hope you. No, that's not.
What's me doing when we come?
They were
Stick on my vote and get shot.
Listen, just too early for you to be shooting at people.
But let me
There's not a appropriate time, but I feel
there's
like
yeah, and not only that, Jade, but I must say that generally, when it comes to St. Kitts Nevis generally has less people, less COVID cases, less CBI money. Why they don't also have less shootings? It seems as though we're hearing a lot about these acts of violence in Nevis. Something
the
need
peace
to work out.
program need updating.
I don't know why it is, man, but people over there need to chill. Like seriously,
Yeah,
people over there need to chill.
why we still shooting people?
No,
Like,
but on a serious note, you realize we've had several homicides in Nevis in the past few months, and
Yeah.
I think it's past concern. After we started having several shooting incidents, I know the people of Nevis, because it's generally a very quiet and safe place.
It is. That's why people love to go over to Nevis. They
Yes.
don't have to have these worries.
Exactly.
I know things seem to keep happening.
Yes, I don't know if it's just a general move to persons, dealing with the disagreements in this way. I don't know if it's different factions that seem to be having some issue with one another. If it's based on location, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but obviously, I know the people of Nevis must be concerned with what's happening, and hopefully, that concern could lead to some way of trying to, stem the shootings. Like, I don't want to I don't want to hear about no more shooting for the rest of the year. No?
What is that?
The shooters don't listen to ILNT? I believe some of them don't listen.
But I mean,
Some of them don't listen. If you're
that you not just now.
if you're a shooter and you listen to ILNT, my humble request is to put down the guns. Put down the guns for the rest of 2022, please.
Yeah, let's focus on some.
Put down your 22 for 2022.
Slogan.
Slogan.
You know, we love a good slogan here.
We love a.
You listen. If one thing we're gonna have is a slogan.
Put down
There you go.
put down your 22 for 2022.
Love it.
No 22.
I know y'all. I know. Cromwell, I know you're listening. You ain't got to press for that one. Free gem again.
That one. Hey, it's just that's what going on today.
You're just flowing.
Hey, see what happens when we get good rest?
Telling you, we come in here cheaper.
Yeah. The mind working good and everything flowing and thing. Yeah.
Vibes. Anyway, let me see what. We got 5 minutes. What's happened? Then we can talk about it in 5 minutes.
Come on, then when people try to call, tell him, no, sorry.
Please don't make them feel it. That's what we just be here doing. Why would you say
They know our
that?
fault if the guest reach.
Why would you just say that as if? You know what I gonna think?
It's not our
I
fault.
know they're gonna think it's me, you know. Why would you say that? Well, Lord, people listening and watching, I don't do that. I know y'all already think it is me, but I don't.
Jade, what's up?
I said the phone, you know. Cause.
Good morning, caller. You're live on Island T. What's up? Good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you again. Let me be quick, if a country paying people, right, to be bad, the shooting will not stop here. Trust me, they will not stop.
All right. I think it was a little hard to hear, but I think he said a country paying people to be bad.
Oh,
I think that's why he said that the shooting wouldn't stop. I don't know if that's the concept.
I don't want to believe so either.
I don't know if that's the concept.
I mean,
because
to be honest, right, may I lie to you? Every person that I've spoken about this to, right, that is non-Kittitian and division, they don't understand. When it comes to the peace program, they don't understand. Like, I was talking to a friend from Jamaica, and I was like, yeah, well, you know, we have this initiative happening here. And I was like, that can happen. That makes sense to me. But not saying that it don't make sense here, because clearly crime is down according to the statistics.
No, but I keep telling people, right? I think there's a couple things at play here. Mm-hmm. I'll also tell you this. Every single person who I hear describes the peace program, and every person who I discuss it with has a slightly different understanding about what it is.
That's what I say. You know
so
what?
that is why I stop having discussions about it. If we can't first determine what the program actually is, then I don't even want to discuss it.
We shall bring what is his name? Coyote. Lord, I'm butchering his name. Wait.
Coyote?
His name Coyote, right?
Yeah, Coyote.
Okay, just making sure. It's so funny, so actually. But yes, we will bring him on. We actually had a discussion, so we were supposed to get back with some dates. He's supposed to come and join us. The same friend of mine from Jamaica sent me a video last night, right? As him, whatever in Jamaica, I hope he stays there alone.
Yeah, no, things crazy. Things can be crazy sometimes.
And this is why I said that. I literally watched a video of... so this is what they explained to me. They said there's a part in Jamaica where the different sides of the roads have some type of beef.
Yeah, that does happen regularly.
Yes, they had a drive-by, somebody died. Police came like a couple of minutes after. So Adan, who is not supposed to be in the community because he's out on bail for a murder.
So he has to stay away from...
Yes.
Yep.
Well, anyway, we're going to run for that one. We're going to work it out. We ain't reached there yet, but we're going to work on it. The police saw him, took him. The people vexed, start to, the usual. So officers, apparently they keep blocking the road in protest. And officers keep coming. And
moving the roadblocks, yeah.
Officers came to one yesterday. they had some type of altercation that they were trying to lock up somebody. They was trying to arrest somebody who
Yep.
apparently was there. As the police officer is literally shooting into the air, right? Nobody flinch, nobody jump, nobody scatter.
Normal king. The gun ain't
I-
pointing at me. What running for?
He did it about 4 to 5 times.
So why
right?
you do it?
And nobody, but the thing is, right?
Nobody running.
The people in the video, dogs, mothers with child on their hip,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like,
Yes, Jade.
so nobody even do a little.
Protect your community. Protect your community. That's what's going on.
I don't
Protect
feel
your
like
community. No, I've seen that live though.
that
Like,
that
I've seen that-
concept was insane to me because
I've seen that
as
live.
we
Li-
don't even have to know if it is an actual gunshot we're running.
Yeah. No, Jade. It's different. It's different. Yeah. It's different.
Clearly.
I've witnessed it several times. It's it's different.
Yeah, that was like, wow, this is.
It's different. I think that, and that's like I said. I think part of the issue with that is we have other social programs that are targeted at the persons who fit into certain criteria, right? I think that, and all of these programs, you find people who seem to have an issue with it.
Yeah,
Like when they had the, what did they call the $500 one?
I don't remember.
'Cause all of these things have an actual name and then they have a fake name. Because the peace program ain't actually in the peace program.
No,
Yeah. What,
it's-
what the actual name of it is? I don't remember
I can't
either.
remember either. That's
So the
terrible.
$500 program got a actual name too.
Oh.
Yeah. We want to put them on the screen soon, guys, so y'all can see what's
Oh,
going on.
no,
Yeah.
but if you ain't got a husband off the show, right? Something wrong. Something wrong.
Oh, boy.
Anyway, what is about the peace program and the fact that we know the name?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like, even the $500 program, people can find a program have issue with that, and I don't even have a problem with that. You know the reason is because I think sometimes if you pick, sometimes there's sense in the criticism. You know, so you pick the sense of the criticism, and you could continue to shape and mold the program into something even better than it might have been conceptualized as. So I don't have a problem with the people questioning it. I just sometimes question where people's concern come from. Right?
Because sometimes.
I tell you, people get vexed with me when I tell them some argument. You know, the same, but the same thing happened with the $500 program. Some of them they, oh, this person here, you want to tell me such and such and such and blah blah blah. I said, what you?
Poverty alleviation program.
The poverty alleviation program.
Oh, yeah.
How is it we get from that there to the peace program?
No. Oh, that's.
Or the poverty alleviation, the 500. Yeah. The
We wait on the
500.
peace program name, but we can.
No, you have. I can't
We
remember it
know,
right now.
but we just don't know right now.
Right.
And yeah, like that's the same. I tell you, some people just have just some warped ways of thinking, and it's funny because most of it stems from the things that should not be dividing us.
Yeah. I'm not one person who subscribes to the ends always justify
The
the means,
No.
right? I'm not one who always like subscribes to that.
Alternative lifestyle program.
Alternative lifestyle program. If you all know what that they're telling me, y'all wouldn't like. When you hear alternative lifestyle, like you know what I think about?
Yeah.
The LGBTQ community.
What? How you?
Alternative lifestyle.
That's not why.
Alternative lifestyle. That's dying. Generally, what like when you hear that, that's
No,
why
what I thought about when I said it just now was
polygamy.
shut up. please. No, the program is supposed to be there to help people move away from a certain lifestyle that is bad for them or what is deemed bad by society or whatever the case may be, and switch to something a little more,
In line with society's values.
Yes. Alternative lifestyle. How the hell you get LGBT?
Alternative lifestyle, Jade. That's what it sound like to me.
You know what? Let me come and talk to this
People on the live, tell me.
fine woman in here in she pink.
People on the live, tell me if I was off. If you don't, give you a love. But guys, we're gonna take a short break and be right back with more Island Tea right here on Win Media SKN. And when we come back, we're jumping right into talking trash with our friends from the Solid Waste Management Corporation. So stick and stay.
country. Try to do something positively. Be a watchdog for the environment. Don't leave everything to the government. We dump our garbage anywhere, lit on the streets everywhere. Our behavior is telling me that we really don't care. Take some pride in your country. Volunteer to clean where it's dirty. Tourism development needs a healthy environment. Whenever we litter, we threaten our survival. So those who engage in it should be treated like criminals. So don't be afraid at all if they call you an informer. Report those who endanger our future. So if you really love this blessed land, this situation demands attention. Think about the future generation. Do what we can to preserve this island. The laws for littering we must enforce. We have to let justice take its course. If you are a proud citizen, you have the right, you have a reason to save this land from destruction. You have an obligation to become involved in anything which affects this nation.
The Solid Waste Management Corporation, SWMC, is working hard each and every day to keep St. Kitts clean. Our primary mandate is to collect household waste while maintaining the engineer sanitary landfill in Connery. While it is the responsibility of businesses to see to it that their garbage is properly collected and disposed of at the landfill, the SWMC offers a commercial waste disposal service with our Nosy program. We also offer a bin rental service where persons can rent large bins to do community cleanups or other waste disposal activities. Additionally, our headquarters in Taylor's Range include state-of-the-art conference rooms for rental. So when you're hosting another event, consider using the SWMC conference facilities. We want to continue serving you by keeping our environment clean, because at the SWMC, waste matters. For more information, call our office at 465-9507.
Good morning, guys, and welcome back to Win Media SKN. And as we said before we went on to the break, we're actually being joined by Nama this week again for this episode of Talking Trash with our friends from the Solid Waste Management Corporation. Good morning, Nama. How are you doing?
Good morning, Azim. I'm great. How are you guys?
Well, we're great. We would have felt better if we could have. I mean, I guess your match, your aesthetic right now is pink, but nobody else in there with your friend.
What's wrong with pink?
No, I'm saying you could remove your mask so the people could see your beautiful
I was
face.
supposed to have guests today.
Oh, for true?
Yes.
Wow.
Would it be?
Yeah.
We'll be a guest.
Yes. Why not? For real.
Exactly. Exactly. But we're doing good.
That's good. Jade?
Yeah, man.
Yeah?
Just admiring the pink, you know. I love it.
Try, you know, the pink
I
thing.
tell you, your husband watching you right now, like, yes. Praise the Lord and the pink.
Hallelujah.
Claim it, eh?
Oh, Lord. Me poor mother. Yes, so welcome everyone to Talking Trash. I'm your host, Nama, from Solid Waste Management Corporation. And this morning, I just want to highlight a few things with regards to some of the services and facilities that we offer at Solid Waste, and also to remind you about a few things. Before I forget, last week, we had a guest who came from the Marine Department, and he told us about an initiative that was undertaken by a group of entities, the Clean Seas, etc. And they had an initiative last week, this Saturday that just went, where you could have taken your recyclables to Admiral. So Azim and Jade, did y'all manage to?
I passed,
that.
but I actually had
Yeah?
some. I actually gave my bottles to someone who went, and so they didn't.
That counts still.
They didn't break me
I
off.
didn't
Though.
remember.
That
I'm
counts.
sorry.
So yeah, nobody won. So none of us won.
I had a friend who I knew had a bunch of bottles, and I was like, bro, you've been looking for something to do with the people in battle.
Right.
Here it is.
Yeah.
And here's an opportunity to win.
Yep.
You know. But so I'm not sure if the winner has been announced as yet, but I'm actually looking forward to see who the winner is and how much recyclable products that they brought. And this upcoming week, it's the beach cleanup. You know, so Jade, you have to find a beach near you out of the 15.
I'm
Yeah.
probably going to have to go to Figure Bengali. There's no beaches in the Bastia area.
Well,
Unless, I mean, does the Bayfront count?
if you count how Antiguans count their beaches until they got the whole 365,
Yeah, right. Exactly.
then you probably will find a
we
beach.
have a lot of them here. Then, if you counting like that,
Yes.
So I'll
you
go
can find
down
one at Monkey Hill.
Please, Antigans, do not come for me. I beg.
there. You know, anyway, let me not even.
Yeah, so I'm sure you can find a beach or the shore, a shore somewhere near you, right? It's a seashore we're looking for, an ocean shore that we're looking for. So the 15, it's actually being really pushed on social media. So just go on there. Once you're scrolling on Facebook or Instagram and so forth, you will definitely see it pop up, and you can contact them to see how you can become involved. So the advert that usually comes on before our show speaks to some of the facilities and some of the services that we offer. And of course, we have the conference facility. The conference facility at Solid Waste, we have the main hall and some smaller rooms that you can have smaller meetings, and of course the main hall where you can have some of those major meetings. We have kitchen facilities. Of course, we have really secure parking. We have an elevator that accommodates for persons who are differently abled, or they have challenges, or some of us like myself who just don't want to take the steps. Hey, don't come for me. Tables and chairs are included, so you don't have to outsource those things somewhere else. They're right there, and someone is always available for you. So in order for you to contact us to book the facility, you can, of course, call us at 465-9507 and ask to speak to Miss Drew. Miss Drew has been heading the conference facility and has been working in the conference facility, I believe, since its inception. And she's a lovely, lovely, lovely lady. And I love her because she's shorter than myself. So I get to gloat over someone,
Small wins.
Big up, Miss Joe.
Yes. So Miss Drew will assist you. Miss Drew will make sure you have everything that you need. Just call her, talk to her. She's a lovely person, and she knows all that needs to be known. And if she doesn't, she will make sure she finds out, and she'll make your experience an incredible one. And so 465-9507. Talk to Miss Drew in order to book that conference facility for whatever event or occasion you may have. We have hosted, of course, meetings. We have hosted weddings. We have hosted baby showers. And it's on and on and on and on and on. Work, dinners, whatever it is. And of course, with the COVID restrictions, we will let you know how many persons you can have, and all the, in terms of the sanitization and so forth, all of those things are already in place. So welcome to Solid Waste Conference Facility. Just contact Miss Drew and book for your occasion now. Then another program is the Nosy program. So the Nosy program is a program by which we assist commercial entities in terms of collecting their waste, because at Solid Waste, we actually deal with the collection of municipal waste. So that's your household waste is what we deal with. And so those of you who have commercial entities, you're supposed to find another means of waste collection. So in order to facilitate that, we saw that there was a need And so in order to facilitate that, we began the NOSI program. And the NOSI program, you register for the NOSI program, and then we will be able to come and collect your waste. Of course, with the NOSI program, there is a cost attached. However, our prices are actually very competitive. I believe they are the lowest on the island. And hey, since we're collecting your household waste, why not let us collect your commercial waste as well? And so you can contact us again at 465-9507, or you can actually contact the landfill as well, and you can speak to anyone from the collections department. So you can speak to Miss Henry or Mr. Heiliger with regards to the NOSI program, and they will be able to assist you. They'll be able to give you all the details that you need to have, the cost, the days of collection, how it's collected, what you need to do, all of that. They will be able to assist you with that information. So once again, Miss Tyasha Henry or Mr. Valentine Heiliger, and they will be able to assist you with the NOSI program for those of you, the commercial entities that need to find out. Now, of course, when I say commercial, most people, when they hear commercial, they think very large businesses. No, once you're producing a lot of waste, you can be a cottage-based business, and you're producing so much waste that you have to probably fill up at second bin and so forth. That means you've moved on from municipal waste, and you should be registered as in the NOSI program as a business entity. We're really technically not supposed to be collecting that waste for you for free, since you're a business and you're generating, hopefully, profits. And as such, got to pay back to society somehow. Then, of course, we have the landfill. And most of you know, I believe I gave some detailed directions to how to get to the landfill for those persons who are hauling or taking waste to the landfill. And it seemed as though the same week I gave directions, somebody missed the landfill somehow and ended up disposing of their waste somewhere else. Now, the landfill is very easy to find. It's in Connery. And so once you get there, of course, to dispose of your waste, there is a cost to that. And when I say there's a cost to that, it's very minimal. The cost is minimal, and it just helps to assist in the operations of the landfill and the cooperation, so that persons can be there to assist you when you do get to the landfill. And so, of course, most persons who come to the landfill, they're disposing of appliances. Probably they've renovated, or they have purchased new appliances. They've upgraded. And so white goods and appliances, all you have to do is pay $5 per ton. So if you have hired a hauler, and that hauler is, of course, the hauler has to charge you for their services as well. But the landfill services, in terms of disposing your waste per tonnage, is only $5. And so when that hauler takes your goods to the landfill, I cannot repeat this enough, ensure that the hauler sends you a receipt that your waste arrived at the landfill, because the waste is your responsibility until it gets to the landfill and is disposed of properly at the landfill. The landfill is segregated. We have where we have the sections where we dispose of municipal waste, so your everyday waste, it goes there, it's compacted, etc., etc. But we do have spaces for other types of waste. So the tires, the white goods, the derelict vehicles, they have delegated spaces for that. So when individuals get to the landfill, they're directed as to where to go based on the type of waste that they're bringing in. So if you want to go yourself, you are more than welcome to. If you just have like one fridge and you can fit in the back of your vehicle, that's fine. And then, of course, derelict vehicles, we are still continuing with the initiative of removing all derelict vehicles from the environs, and to try and make our island more aesthetically pleasing to the eyes. And so one of the things I think most persons don't realize, especially small businesses is that used oil. Now, used oil carries a massive fine. If I'm not mistaken, I don't have my act with me, but if I'm not mistaken, I think used oil fines go from, I think if you are found guilty, $25,000 up to 50, no more than $50,000 plus 6 months imprisonment. And so please do not dispose of your used oil randomly. Make sure you contact the landfill. You can find out what businesses, because you do have businesses here that use used oil for different things. And then you have a lot of businesses that are trying to branch out into recycling and renewable energy and all of that, and this used oil can come in handy for them as well. So, just call around.
Don't just straight down your drain.
Please.
Thank you. Oh, please don't.
That's basically the point of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Don't
Yes.
straight down your drain.
And not just your household drain, especially vehicles, the bus drivers. The bus drivers who go and they straddle those drains and they just allow that oil to leak. It really, really, really is detrimental to the
They
environment.
ain't like a fine for that there or something?
There is.
Okay, good.
There is.
Okay.
And that is the 25K.
Right.
Up to 50,000 plus 6 months imprisonment.
I bet y'all gonna stop now.
Right?
Hopefully.
So we see you, we fine you, because it's not that you know it's wrong. That is why you do it in secluded areas. That's why you go do it at night. That's why you try to be on the lookout. If you didn't think it was wrong, then you will just do it openly. But you know it's wrong. So don't do it.
Do the right thing.
Exactly. And what's the right thing, Azim?
Dispose of your oil properly. Like you're saying, there's actually companies that would allow you to,
Yes.
take it off your hands and dispose of it properly for you.
Exactly. So ensure that that company is doing exactly that.
Right.
Right? So do your due diligence in terms of research and ensure that the company is actually disposing of that waste properly and how they ought to be doing that. So used oil does carry quite a substantial amount in terms of fines. Another thing that individuals often do is clear their lands. So either you're going to build or you're probably away and the land has been overgrown, and so you're cutting, some of those bushes or trees or whatever, you're trimming, anything like that. And in terms of land clearing, we're talking about only $10 per ton. So when you clear your land, you only have to pay $10 per ton.
Really? Just that?
Just that.
$10,
10. Not 10 US. Not 10 Bajan.
Easy.
Not 10 euros. 10 EC
Wow.
per ton. So, in order for you to pay $100, you have to bring 10 tons. Now,
Basically a building.
for most of us who are, clearing land, it's not coming up to $100 to clear that. Most of the money goes to the hauler because the hauler, of course, has to use their vehicle, their time to pack the vehicle, all of that. And that's not a problem. I'm not quarreling. Whatever the person charges, every business entity has a right to determine what they are worth, what their service is worth. So if that individual wants to charge you 10 grand, that's them. That's between you and them. But we at Solid Waste, we just don't want our $10. That's all. Or $100 or whatever it is that you, in terms of tonnage, that your I wouldn't say goods, what it is, your waste comes up to. So if you're clearing your piece of land, just make sure you put aside your money for the landfill. Do not go and dispose of your green waste or any type of waste on somebody else's lot. I beg.
You know what? No.
Say it, Jade. Say it.
Why would you do that? Why would you even decide, you know what, let me clear my land and dump this on somebody else's land? Who raised y'all?
Not my mama.
Not mine either. Carry on.
Because You know what? Let me not even go there. But we all know, the 50s mothers and the Christian mothers and so forth. They will not stand for certain things. And really and truly, would I fully blame the parents as well? No, because sometimes the parents do right by the children and the children still do not turn out exactly how society would prefer. But do not go and dispose of that waste on somebody else's plot. Do not go and dispose of that waste or any type of waste down the guts. Do not go into the forest. Do not go by the beach. Do not go anywhere other than the landfill to dispose of any type of waste. So if you have bottles, if you have plastic bottles, if you have glass bottles and so forth that you're taking to entities like Admirals or other entities that are, doing recycling, that's one thing. But any type of waste that's not intended for recycling has to get to the landfill. That's the only place. There's only one landfill on the island, and any other place that is being designated to accumulate waste, it's there illegally. And it ought not to be there. So don't make anybody fool you and tell you, oh, this here, we can do this because we've been doing this for so and so amount of years. No.
Nope.
No. There's only one landfill, and that landfill is under the management of Solid Waste Management Corporation, St. Kitts. And there's only, I believe, also one landfill in Nevis. So unless you are going to go over by boat and go over to Nevis to dispose of your waste at their landfill, there's only one place you're supposed to be going to dispose of your waste on this side of the Federation. And that is in Connery at Solid Waste Management Corporation landfill. Okay? So don't go into the guts. Do not go into the valleys and the gullies or anywhere. And please, please, please do not dispose of your white goods. Do not dispose of your derelicts. Do not dispose of your green waste on somebody else's land or on Crown land. Because it's somebody else's money has to come from. I mean, look at this. You have to pay $10 to dispose of your waste at the landfill. You're going to do that, or $5 for a fridge. But then you're going to go and you're going to dispose of that on somebody else's land. And that person now has to hire somebody to come and clean up that. That's not fair to the person either. Or if you dispose of it on government land and then some, persons from whatever department have to come and clean up that. And not just that, we already spoke about, on several occasions, we've spoken about how impactful these things are to our health. And so we do not want to have a situation where we're creating situations where vector-borne diseases can flourish. And so let's try to abstain from that. So we spoke about the conference facility, and of course, who do we contact for that? Miss Drew. We spoke about the NOSI program, and we have two individuals from the collections department that we can contact, and that is Mr. Heiliger and Miss Henry. And we have spoken about the landfill, and the landfill, you can contact the landfill at 466-1471, 466-1471, and they will be able to provide you with whatever information that you require. Tires you can dispose at the landfill, derelict vehicles, your old ovens, anything you want. If you're unsure, just call 466-1471 and somebody will be able to assist you as to exactly what you can dispose of at the landfill and how you can do so. So once again, thank you for joining me and the whole Island Tea Show for yet another segment of Talking Trash. Please do join us next week right here at 8:30 a.m. on WIN FM 98.9. And for those of you who are joining us and want to be able to see us, you can do so on YouTube and also on Facebook on Win Media SKN. I'm not sure if my guests have any final words, because today Azim and Jade were supposed to be my guests.
We are your guests.
So I always give my guests, some final words. So what are the final remarks?
You want me to take it over?
Go ahead, Jade.
Take
Take us
it.
there right here to ILNT. With
Jade, that's not fair.
I thought
It's supposed to be
that's what you
final words on the topic.
keep our country clean.
Yes.
Amen.
No, drama
Okay.
normally says
So thank you for joining us, and don't forget, waste matters.
waste matters.
If you say you love your little dear country, try to do something positively. Be a watchdog for the environment. Don't leave everything to the government. We dump our garbage anywhere, lit on the streets everywhere. Our behavior is telling me that we really don't care. Take some pride in your country. Volunteer to clean where it's dirty. Tourism development needs a healthy environment. Whenever we litter, we threaten our survival. So those who engage in it should be treated like criminals. So don't be afraid at all if they call you an informer. Report those who endanger our future. So if you really love this blessed land, this situation demands attention. Think about the future generation. Do what we can to preserve this island. The laws for littering we must enforce. We have to let justice take its course. If you are a proud citizen, you have the right, you have a reason to save this land from destruction. You have an obligation to become involved in anything which affects this nation.
The Solid Waste Management Corporation, SWMC, is working hard each and every day to keep St. Kitts clean. Our primary mandate is to collect household waste while maintaining the engineer sanitary landfill in Connery. While it is the responsibility of businesses to see to it that their garbage is properly collected and disposed of at the landfill, the SWMC offers a commercial waste disposal service with our NOSI program. We also offer a bin rental service where persons can rent large bins to do community cleanups or other waste disposal activities. Additionally, our headquarters in Taylor's Range include state-of-the-art conference rooms for rental. So when you're hosting another event, consider using the SWMC conference facilities. We want to continue serving you by keeping our environment clean, because at the SWMC, waste matters. For more information, call our office at 465-9507.
Maybe it's the way the brilliant gold liquid reflects our sunshine, or how the bright blue of its label mirrors the clear Caribbean skies overhead. Maybe it's the fresh, crisp taste of this beastly cold beer on a scorching hot day. Maybe it's even the way it brings us all together. But one thing is for sure, Carib is very much a part of who we are wherever we're from in the Caribbean. Carib, it's the way we play. Drink responsibly.
Supermarket shoppers understand that convenience matters. At Hortsport's Value Mart IGA, we know that price matters most. Ample parking and the widest variety matter. At Hortsport's Value Mart IGA, we know that price matters most. Clean, spacious aisles and the highest level of customer service all matter. At Hortsport's Value Mart IGA, price matters most. We've renewed our commitment to guarantee the lowest prices in the Federation. Why? Because we understand that in this tough economic environment, price matters most. Shop smart. Shop Value Mart, where price matters most. Farms Estate Nevis and Wellington Road, St. Kitts.
Price matters most.
Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Island Tea right here on Win Media SKN. It's a terrific Tuesday, March 22nd. Yeah, we're talking about 22s, and it's a 22 yet again. But, yeah, guys, we are back, and we're gonna continue with a bit more tea time right here on Island Tea. Jade, I was listening to Namo. Right. To me, right, when you're gonna go out of your way, drive up in the hills, and go, have to dump off these things in a gut somewhere,
And
risk
you could just
life
drive to
and
Connery.
it really amazes me because the money that you see, watch, especially now, you're burning the money in gas, you got past the dump here. You got past the dump.
Somebody just ridiculous for no reason, you know.
Sometimes
Like
in an effort,
your ridiculousness, illogical.
Sometime in an effort to save $1, you end up spending more, and it happens to the best of us. But yeah, y'all gotta stop it. Y'all gotta stop
Please.
it. I hate to see the illegal dumping. Like, you drive in some places, this empty lot, and you could.
Full
And
of
the joke,
garbage.
Jade, and the joke about it, the garbage is literally sitting right behind or under a red sign with white writing say
No dumping.
no illegal dumping. They literally look for the signs and then throw the trash right there. I mean, understand?
Oh, y'all ain't on a home
I don't know if they're
training,
dyslexic and they just think like
They ain't on a home training, man.
Oh, on a home training, that's what it is.
Clearly. Unless that's what I was taught at home, to throw the garbage everywhere. And I doubt it.
Yeah. But Jade, speaking of home.
What happened? Maybe I'm worried here. So
No,
it's about to be a surprise to me.
No, speaking of home, there was one person who wasn't where they were supposed to be.
Usual. And they get in trouble, isn't it?
They get in trouble.
Usual.
Because I don't know, we didn't speak about it here, but there has been this a missing US citizen who was not at home. Actually, it's very interesting where they were. So this says missing in parentheses. US citizen found relaxing at City Hotel. Hoax kidnapping being probed.
Oh my God.
This is a real thing, Jade.
I know, but it is hilarious because I'm going to tell you what after.
The man's relatives filed a complaint to police on the 17th of March, 2 days after losing all
That what?
How, like, Jade?
What?
Okay, for those of you who don't know exactly what happened, as I started reading the article, a notification for the exact same article I'm reading popped up on the screen and it.
They're listening.
Wow. Probably the US Army or something. But yes, so 2 days after losing all contact with him and receiving a photograph of him via WhatsApp showing him with duct tape around his mouth, the family filed a complaint to the police. A U.S. citizen whose family thought had been kidnapped, whose family members thought he had been kidnapped after they received a photograph of him with his mouth covered with duct tape, has been found alive and well at a Hadfield Street hotel. The man, 29-year-old Rohan Kirpal Mangra, has since told investigators that he was not abducted and went to the hotel of his own free will. The man's relative filed a complaint to police on the 17th of March, 2 days after losing all contact with him, like I said before. The police immediately launched an investigation. Acting on information received, the police visited the hotel on Hadfield Street yesterday, where the man was found relaxing and explained that he was never kidnapped. He was taken into custody and several other persons have also been arrested. Investigators, that's what I don't understand. Investigators are now probing the incident as a kidnapping hoax, which could result in criminal charges.
Listen,
Jade, your comments?
I know from experience, right? Sometimes living with family is very difficult.
That's the yes.
It
Yes.
disturbs your peace.
Yes.
And all of these things.
Yes.
However, the way to deal with it is not by fleeing the country and
I don't need to
concocting an alleged kidnapping. That is not the way to do it, Azim.
Jade,
He could have.
Jade, let me explain something to you. As men, sometimes it is hard to feel that you have the space to just detox, to reset, to relax. It is difficult, Jade. It's difficult. I was actually talking to a friend of mine earlier in the week, and while I'm talking to him, I hear the car start up. And I go, "Oh, you're busting off? Well, we could link up next time, man." And he said to me, he said, "Azem, I've been in the car this entire time." I said, "What? But we're talking for like a half hour now."
Yeah, in the car.
He said, "Bayer, this is my safe space. When I saw you calling, I left the house and came out to the car." I said, "What?" I said, "So you can sit down and talk in your house?" He said, "Not really." I said, brother, I will pray for you.
You better.
I'll send some
Better.
healing energy in your direction. But Jade, a lot of men are in this position.
Where
This
they
man,
don't have peace in their homes.
they don't have peace, Jade. Okay, oh my gosh, Jade, today is a gem day.
Well, I can't speak on this because I'm not a man.
today's
So
a
you take this away.
Today is a gem day, Jade. I think a lot of time what is sometimes overlooked, right, is the fact that men are very simple creatures, you know. Like Jade, most men, all we really need, Jade, is peace.
And another people that can from the air.
And, well, let's just say peace.
Yes. Peace and a peace.
We just need peace and a peace. Like that's all we need. And unfortunately for a lot of men, neither are forthcoming. And some support. Because a lot of times too, like if a man needs that support from, you know, the people around him, whether it's family, significant other, whoever, right? But a lot of times, Jade, there are a lot of men who are in situations. You know, the other thing, this came up in a discussion I was watching actually, where a man was talking to his other male friends, and part of the issue too is that men don't have a lot of spaces where we actually get together and talk about sensible things like this. When we meet up, we just make up a lot of craziness and just talk about random things.
Yep.
But anyway,
That is beside the point.
that is beside the point. The man was reaching out to his friends because he wanted to show his lady a good time, appreciation for all the years that she's stuck with him, and just they've grown together. He started making some money. He wants to take on vacation. He tells the lady, "Hey, we're going to Vegas for 4 days. Pack your bags. These are the dates."
Okay.
She comes back the next day with an itinerary. The man just there like, "I just wanted to go relax by the pool, eat some good food at the restaurants, maybe go to the casinos, lose some money." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She
want a
wanted,
whole adventure.
she wants to do the helicopter ride over the city. She wants to do the zip line through the mall. She wants to do the. But the problem is, the man in a position where he could even tell her anything, because if he tell her anything, is what? As a matter of fact,
want to know with me.
frying pan. That's,
I thought you just want. No, the man just want to do 3 things.
I think what this guy has done, he may have gone a bit far with the duct tape
Hold on.
and the WhatsApp message, but I totally understand where this man is coming from. The man just needed a break. And I'm pretty sure that there are a lot of men out there who need breaks. Guys, as much as we may admire and applaud the efforts of this gentleman, what his name is? Paul? No, it's Kerr Paul.
Corporal.
Whatever it is, even though we might admire, we can just champion him from behind the scenes, but don't follow him. But
Let this not be the example you follow.
but I
we
understand. We understand.
Listen, sometimes we need a break from people. Sometimes we need some space where we could just think and have some fun and enjoy life without the stresses of the family and the friends and all the other people.
Men don't get that. Jade, let me ask you a question. What is the male equivalent to the spa for women?
The bar.
Jade, no. Half the times people fighting all you. Like that is not the place. Seriously, what is the male equivalent to the spa there? We don't have one.
The male equivalent. But men should go to the spas. Why y'all don't go?
Jade, I went to this. Okay.
Listen.
I go to the spa, right, from time to time. The problem is, whenever I go there, the women them watching me funny. That's the first thing.
Okay.
Some of them so pink that you could tell it's not welcome. Like it's just not welcoming. It's not a welcoming environment. So generally, you go there out of necessity. Like I really want to get my nails done. I really want to get a pedicure, a manicure. So you go and you rush in to get out in there because really and truly, the space it doesn't cater to you as a man.
So you're saying that there needs to be a space. This is a free business idea, mine.
Jade, let me
Create a space for men. Create a space for
Jade,
men.
I spoke to a friend of mine about this. You see, all the women them got the same thing, That is not the equivalent witty. But anyway, all they want to junk you off, and then when you come home now, they vex you. But anyway, you come back home to more stress. But anyway. But Jade, this is what I keep telling people. It used to be the barbershop, Jade. But then the women started coming to the barbershops to do the eyebrows and thing. Right? So then we lost the barbershop. But the barbershop's supposed to be a place you could go, you could get a steam, like the hot towel on your beard and all of them things. The barbershops probably need to step it up and ban women.
No, they have a barbershop that does do that,
Oh, but somebody
Spanish
let me know.
one?
Oh, of course. But we have a caller on the line, Jade. Good morning, caller. You're live on LNT. What's up?
Azim,
Hey.
are you hearing me?
Yes, we got you.
I have a solution for you. It's very easy. You go to a smaller spa. You go to a spa where it's only one person, so you get one-on-one treatment. So support people like Shahir or something where he has a small space and it's just you and him, something like that, so you don't have to feel that way.
Okay. See, that's there we go.
To the big spas, yeah.
Options.
Yeah, that's the option. Find, someone let me see, Sherman's sister, Mello, or someone like that, where you feed your
I
nails
think maybe Sakota.
Yeah, I'll send you numbers.
Awesome. Love it. Appreciate it. All right, thanks, Carla.
There you go, friend. There
You were saying
go.
Happy Feet as well, right, Jade? Would be a more
Yeah, happy feet would be good.
a more
Told me West Tech trying to stress me out.
Westex meaning I was waiting for that text. If it's something about raising in fees,
No, in a one.
okay. Cause KDP the fees done gone up here.
Huh?
KDP fees done gone up, so I was waiting for everybody else to follow.
I can't afford nothing in this country.
And Q escrave in about 10 seconds.
I can't afford nothing in this country. I say,
Q
I tell
escrave.
you, listen.
Everything going up, Jade.
When is the payment going up? When is the money
Jade,
going up that we receive?
Everything, the payments seem to be going down to individuals, and the company is going up. You understand? Everybody want a discount now because of the pandemic, because of the global supply chain shortage, right? Everybody want a discount, yeah. But the prices for everything going up.
I tired. Me not lie to you. As him?
You done wasn't making a profit already.
Yes, yes, sir.
Let me see.
I want you to stop messaging me before. Stop messaging me because I don't know what else be telling me.
Ah, boy, I didn't even like moving on. But
Hey,
sir, no.
said not us. Esquave said don't mix them in that.
That's what tell you escrave. That what tell you Q escrave right now.
I
They-
said,
they-
oh,
Yeah.
but he on point for you.
He on point, that tell you.
A shipping company, you know, he said not us. We ain't going
yeah,
up.
they ain't going up. The rates as of right now are stable.
Big up Tandra one time and the Esquave family.
Indeed.
Y'all got us because me know what happening with everybody else.
Yep. But yeah, Jade. I mean, yeah, but this spa is one thing, like. But we don't like. I feel like this spa just traditionally is still like a woman's thing. No, men. Today's free gem day. I've been telling you all. I got the spice of wonderful experience. I mean, yes, most of them may not necessarily cater to you as a male, but we have a solution for that from the caller just now.
Yes.
But go to the spa.
Yeah, have
Watch.
some time.
I have
a little free wine. Kick up your feet.
I have a theory. One of the reasons why women tend to live longer than men
You better believe it.
is the spa.
Listen,
They go to this spa.
I was telling my roommate yesterday, right, that the maintenance women have to do just to live is ridiculous. But you know what makes us feel better about this? The places we have to do it at.
Yes, exactly.
When we have to shave eyebrow and wax leg and wax other things and do toes and this.
Yeah, I'll be going crazy.
But you know, and
I had a
put in
conversation.
your eyelashes and so.
I had a conversation with somebody about the options of things to do with your eyebrow. You know, my option be to do with my eyebrow. Wake up. Whatever they're doing, they're gonna stay so. Microblading, this threading thing. Then there's one with like the people tattooing the eyebrow. I'm like, all these are the options y'all have to do.
But you know what comes with these options? A nice glass of wine.
A nice glass of wine. Yeah.
Makes it all better.
And soothing music.
And soothing music.
And probably some incense.
And the chair
Yeah, some incense.
does massage you.
Yeah.
As if you're going to fall asleep.
I do.
Exactly.
I do.
Exactly.
Jade, the nice little Taiwanese lady, they just be there and I be snoring. The woman that just give me a plop plop.
Hey,
Hello, sir, you're ready. I said, thank you very much, man.
5 more minutes.
Where do I pay?
5 more. I feel so much better.
I'm ready to face the world.
After a good spa date. Y'all men better start going. I mean, listen. Not because we're telling y'all go means y'all should take up our space now. We ain't telling y'all take over the past. Y'all ain't gonna overdo it. We can't get an appointment. Can't. Live in there, just sit there relaxing. No. Don't do that. Now and again, go to the spa on a Saturday. As a matter of fact, all these spa places have discounts and specials and deals and yeah.
Look, somebody out there who wants to invest in the male spa, hit me up. We'll make it happen.
Vibes.
Hit me up.
Vibes. That's all we need.
Watch you. This person here talk, Axman saying, yeah, look, you type to fall asleep from little up down. Ax, watch you. That is why I don't let nobody at all, anybody twist me here. Because I am going to sleep I need to know that I am in good hands
I know you can't
while
you
I'm
can't just risk
unconscious.
your life.
While I'm unconscious.
You can't just risk your life just so.
As a matter of fact, I prefer to go do me here after a night where I couldn't sleep here. Because I know I get one of the best sleeps while I hand in my head here.
Oh, you know when the little listen.
Jade.
The little scalp massage. Ooh.
I have a beard, Jade. It's a weak point. It's a weak point.
All y'all women who are out here trying to support as all you got to do is take off your beard. Take off your beard and you got him.
I tell you, we're simple creatures here.
Simple.
We're simple creatures.
Simple creatures.
Fingertips in the scalp and in the beard, and it's over. That's good. And they fall asleep.
Anyway, let me talk about something else here because moral of the story, Pan go in jail.
Okay.
Moral of the story right here, Pan go in jail.
Before we continue, Jane, and move on, that was one of the things that upset me about the story.
That he go in jail?
No. Well, yes. But this is the problem I have, Jade. I asked a question a few weeks ago. Who is allowed to lie? We have people talking about they have weapons of mass destruction. We have people telling people they're going to save their money and invest it, and in 30 years you come back and you're going to get 60% on your investment and all of these kind of things there. Them people walking the streets free. The man just needed a little 2 days to himself. They want to send him in jail.
Because they ain't go in jail because he needed 2 days as him. He go in jail because he caused the whole kidnapping. Well, it's basically
Jed, you got people out here causing war, causing war, and they eating steak.
It's true.
That's what I'm saying. Who's allowed to lie? Like, this is the problem I have, you know. There are some people. There's some.
Small man can't tell no lie.
Small man can't tell no lie. That's the problem. Sometimes I don't be watching some of these documentaries on Netflix and YouTube and so, right, about some of the scammers them, and some of the scammers they'll be like, oh, that wasn't bad. That was actually a good one. And they go in jail.
All these multi-level marketing schemes. Listen,
Jade.
You know, but as you said, all right. You know how easy it is to scam kitchens.
Jade, we are very trusting people. Gullible.
I literally look all the time on Facebook, right? And in the groups, the Facebook groups for St. Kitts peoples and stuff, people would literally post nothing more than three to 4 lines. And the amount of comments, tell me more, I want to join. And I'm like, y'all don't even know who y'all joining.
Desperation. When people are desperate, they're gullible. When people are desperate, they're gullible.
Oh, you're lucky we never had no serial killers here, you know? Because half of y'all would have gone in.
Gone in.
Easy as if they would have been out of here because the things that y'all just trust from people who y'all never even see in your lives.
That's what the Nigerians just finding out about us, yeah. Because the message is coming in strong right now.
They would have had a field day with y'all back then.
I see one from Jason Davis. You see Jason Davis response?
No.
Some scammer message Jason Davis. Jason Davis said, "Oh, great! Thank you for messaging. We're actually doing a documentary on WhatsApp scammers. Would you like to be interviewed?" Next thing you see, hello, are you there?
And these Forex people, stop message me. I'm fed up with them. These Forex, what the other one be? It's mostly Forex people.
They got something about people looking for jobs.
Yeah,
like, do you want to work on a cruise ship?
You want to kidnap me, sir? This is human trafficking. What you mean? Next thing you know, you probably never see you again as a...
But Jade, them people there, I could understand. You catch them, you give them a little... Jesse Smollett out of prison.
That's well, cuz.
The man do literally 6 days, Jade.
You know why this was so well? Because none of this had to happen. Like, all of this was unnecessary.
Jade, remember, we was in here. I was the one in here saying, this ain't make no sense here. And I was watching me like I was wild here. I said, Jade, this nothing about this stuff. So you want to tell me, the people them try bleach on him. And no bleach. End up on the man's sandwich. The man eat the sandwich still. The meatball sub. Yeah, forget the little...
And how that you bleach on him and he clothes ain't die out? What is? How can you not bleach this?
Jade, the people put a noose around his head. Instead of taking off the noose when they left, he left the noose on and walked to Like what you saying? Like the whole, I knew from the start that this
Why?
man like.
Attention is a hell of a drug, you know. Attention is a hell of a drug, as in because none of this makes sense.
But what I'm saying, Jade, who is allowed to lie? They want to this, and don't get me wrong.
Rich people.
Rich people are allowed to lie. Rich, powerful people. You could lie, start a war, tens of thousands of people dead, and you walk free and cool.
Yeah, cool. Like nothing.
I just tell my family that I'm kidnapped. All of a sudden, whole police investigation, I gotta go jail. Come on. Come on, something wrong with the world.
Well, you wanted a vacation.
Something wrong with the world, Jade.
He literally get the vacation he wanted, you know?
No, it's not. That's not the one he wanted. The man was literally by a pool.
Well, that's the one he gets in.
The police them should have just come and be like,
Bye.
okay, just we need to ask you, are you okay? Is your home situation okay? The police them should have been more concerned about his home situation and then go back and tell the family, guys, I think we have a tip. We have a tip that he's okay. We're not sure exactly where he is, but he's confirmed that he's alive and well.
Then he gotta go home to know his.
No, they're gonna be happy to see him.
You think Jonal could bring back this camel from Dubai? You think he would survive here? You think we could do like a camel market? What kind of climate they need? He hot here.
It's hot here, and we got a lot of sand on the beaches.
Yeah.
You might be onto something, Jane.
Bring back a camel or two. Let's start this business.
Jonel has gone viral with his camel photo. I've seen it on several people's like
But
WhatsApp.
why?
I don't know.
Because he's a minister and a camel. Why? Okay, why? Help me understand why.
See, I don't do that. Do you want me to tell you why? Because he posted, so he must have felt like there was something interesting about it, and it's just that other people found interest in it as well.
I feel like
Sometimes,
interested.
right, and that is why I tell people spend more time living your content than posting it.
Should I post this when he come back?
You should not have posted it at all.
I
Just enjoy the camel experience.
Yeah, because why we got to show everybody? You see?
He don't listen to the show, you know.
Yeah, but he wait now. He on a camel. He can't hear us. Man of Dubai to pick up with a film. Man of Dubai to pick up with a film right now.
Spend more time.
I'm going to tell you when he come back.
Spend more time living your content than posting
Don't
it.
post it, because every time you post, this is what happens. Oh, yeah, on a camel in Dubai. Okay.
People will find all kind of things to make an issue with you.
Weird. It's so you see, y'all they stress me out.
We were actually talking before the show about the way that people create their own narratives.
And it has be crazy.
We saw it. I think one of the most interesting ones we discussed it all the time would have been the pandemic. But even right here locally and thing, we see some Jade. The conspiracy theories around the primary school fire, right? That one is what like I'm hearing so many different conspiracy theories.
Listen.
Is to give a certain contractor a thing because Tim want money. Is people who are against the government.
That's the one you hear. They say somebody who in the government.
Yeah, I hear somebody in the government. I hear somebody say it's Labour people. I hear somebody say it's Labour people, PLP people, and PAM people all at the same time.
Well, I mean, let's say it was multiple spots now.
Oh, so each party took a spot. Okay.
Yeah, makes sense.
Each party took a spot.
You got to think about it like how they're thinking about it, you know, logically.
Oh.
Logically, friend. You got to use your logic. Each party member took a spot and they all did like a small little countdown.
Mm-hmm.
Lit it one time and all of them left at the same time.
I don't understand, but the theories I've been hearing, Jade, have been just totally just wow.
Some of y'all.
I don't know what the truth is. I don't know who do it and what their motivations were.
Neither do
but
I.
I do know that there's no way all of these theories can be true. So some of them got to be crazy.
Somebody got to be.
If not all.
I mean, this is where the stuff of the socials, you know. This is where the stuff of the socials that I start by myself. I go to meetings and go back home because some of y'all stress me out for real. Like, I can't wrap my head around the way y'all think.
Yeah.
It's baffling because y'all make up these theories on 2 sentences, no context,
sometimes not even
no
that. Sometimes not even that.
No nothing, just vibes.
Sometimes it's just a change of a date. And you start getting theories.
Y'all right though. Y'all right. Yeah. Y'all right. Whatever y'all say, y'all right. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about another theory. Conspiracy.
They're just swirling around.
Ooh, this one you're hot. Hold on, if I could only unlock my phone. Yes. What? What is? Okay, so this one says.
This one? Oh my gosh. The world needs Jesus, Jade.
He ain't coming back. Last time he come down here, y'all didn't appreciate it, so he ain't coming back. I wasn't gonna come back, you know. Y'all tried to kill me last time I come. Me coming back.
He ain't rushing back now.
Why would I? Why would I as him?
My father had to hold resurrect me.
The man had to bring me back, you know. No.
Oh, I tell the people what's happening.
So, the hunt for Nigerians who can change into cats.
Wow. That's an ongoing hunt, right?
Armed with a sharp knife, a megaphone, and dressed in all black, Genga Adeweyin could have passed for a medieval witch hunter, a herbal salesman, or an urban preacher as he walked around a market in the southwestern Nigerian city of Ibadan. Warning! You know, if they preface this with a warning.
Yeah.
This article contains details that might be offensive to some readers. The curious enough to get close in the market quickly dispersed when they heard its message. Anyone can provide any evidence for the existence of the supernatural, be it juju or voodoo magic, will be offered 2.5 naira, what kind of number is? 6,000 EC, 4,650 euro. He announced repeatedly in Yoruba and English. The 24-year-old atheist has recently emerged as a rebel, publicly contesting the powers of the supernatural in this deeply religious country. Belief in African traditional religions and its juju components are widespread in Nigeria, with many combining them with either Christianity or Islam. Many Nigerians believe that magic charms can allow humans to morph into cats, protect bear skins from sharp blades, and make money appear in clay pots. These beliefs are not just held by the uneducated, they exist even in the highest level of Nigeria's academia. Dr. Coyote, a lecturer in African indigenous religions at the University of Ibadan, told the BBC that money-making juju rituals where human body parts mixed with charms makes money spew out of a pot. And it really works. The Naira notes that supposedly appear are gotten by spirits from existing banks, he told the BBC. Jude Akabi, a lecturer at the Crowther Graduate Theological Seminar in Abeokuta, is also unequivocal about juju. This ability to be able to transform yourself to a cat to disappear and reappear. These things are possible with the dynamics of traditional African religion. Although it sounds illogical, like old wives' tales, however, from what we have seen and heard, these things are possible, he said. Such beliefs, especially that human body parts and charms can produce money from a clay pot, have led to a recent wave of gruesome murders in the country, with single women often the victims. I feel horrible to see young people engage in these rituals, killings. If money ritual worked, we would have seen a massive inflation in the economy for the decades that we have believed in it. Mr. Adowen told the BBC. Should I continue?
No, I think we are just. I think that this is something that is very serious.
Yeah.
And part of it is and the funny thing is, I was waiting to finish to make this same exact claim that somebody in life is making. I have heard of people in the Caribbean who hold similar beliefs. Similar beliefs. There's people who could turn into cats. There's people, if you cut off a finger and all kind of thing, you say whatever, boom, 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 bam, and you get money. And I think that it obviously leads to a lot of pain, despair for a lot of people. We have ritual killings happening. We have all of these things going on. it is thing. And I have spoken to several persons. I spoke to one particular guy who is now a pastor, a Christian, who grew up believing in juju, and actually his brother is a priest, and he is and he's now, you know, he's converted to Christianity, and so I asked him, I said, well, how the Christmas and family gatherings must
Because
be.
this must be well interesting, you know.
He said they don't really talk about it and things.
Religion?
But, yeah, they don't really talk about the religion. But when he goes to his family's place, like a lot of these traditions are still in place. You know, it's how they grow up. And we were just talking about gullibility and persons believing any and anything, sometimes without much proof. And I believe there's things that we don't understand. I believe that there is energy and power that we have yet to fully comprehend through science, right? A lot of things that we know explained to science at some point was, you know, witchcraft and things like that.
A lot of the things that we,
but again, a lot of these things that are being practiced and being done, if you're not seeing the results, then perhaps
you should stop.
Yeah, perhaps you need to put that behind us.
Maybe we should. Because remember, there's also this thing where they cut off the limbs of albino children.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
That is crazy to think about. And somebody on the live is saying, somebody told them a similar story in Dominica about people turning into cats.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, yeah.
And in the Caribbean, we have a lot of religious beliefs here that legit don't make no sense. We know that they don't make no sense. Yet we continue to practice and push them just off the guides of religion, just because we have to believe in something.
I can tell you something, right? There's a difference between tradition, right? I think tradition is important. I'm not necessarily somebody who would say I'm a traditional person or whatever, but I do understand the importance of tradition.
Of course.
You know, creating a link to your past.
Your ancestors. Things that have been instilled in you.
Yeah, and it gives you a sense of identity, right? These traditions help to define who we are as a people, right? So you don't want to just totally erase these things. But in situations where you could tell that it has detrimental impacts on the people, whether it is people are perpetrating violence against one another, persons are putting themselves in financial hardship to try and adhere to some of these practices and stuff like that, or it is literally just slowing the process of development and growth, whether it is economic, whether it is scientific, even in education. We have to find ways to get away from some of these things, because what happens is people take advantage of you. People take advantage. Say, but hey, you got some stupid people over here believe people turn into cats. You know, if I tell them they turn into cats, you know what money I can make? People take advantage of this.
Yeah.
And you see it in the established religions, you see it in the less established traditions. People take advantage. Nothing is safe. Once you have people who have strongly held beliefs, somebody can take advantage of it.
Yep.
Somebody can take advantage of it. The issue I'm having though, well, not the issue, but what I find interesting is that the persons who tend to call out these situations generally are the people who what they believe in is nothing. So like you see, he's the guy who in Nigeria who was going around asking, so hey, if you could prove it, and I give you 2.5 million.
Exactly.
He's an atheist, right? He identifies.
He identifies as an atheist. But it's true, because like that's something that has been wild to me. You out here believing something, right? When asked to prove or show any proof of the belief or the ability, none. So what do y'all? So what y'all does? Y'all don't ask people to prove things to y'all.
Yeah, part of what it is that when so much of who you are is wrapped up in these beliefs, it's hard for you to turn your back on it because it's almost like you now have no identity. You see what I'm saying? So I understand why people Jade, I have friends who believe totally, this ain't a joke thing, that no matter what they get involved in, whether illegal things, street life, that kind of thing, that they're protected because of a ring or a medallion.
They believe it
that is
to
why
their whole heart.
That is why I think like these stories are important for us to discuss, because we look at it as like, oh, them Nigerian people, or them people in Dominica, them people in Haiti. We don't recognize.
No. Either time here too.
And me ain't talking about old people. I talking young people, younger than me, younger than us.
Yeah, no, I believe you. And
you know them. You want me to call some them?
No. Listen.
No, them on the peace program. I want to call them.
Ooh, boy. Jesus Christ. Oh boy. Anyway, what was I about to say? Like, and the funny thing is when you see these magical things failing, you know, whether they use the excuse, oh, he take it off, he had it on correctly.
He had it on.
Like, no, that's not what happened.
He didn't do what he was supposed to do.
No.
No, you live a certain life, you're going to end up in certain situation.
Certain things happen, no matter what. Certain things happen to people when the pastors die every day. There was slavery. Like, there's an existence of some of the things that y'all believing not making sense. How y'all gonna tell me God's supposed to answer all prayers, but slavery happened? That don't make no sense. You want to tell me none of these people was praying?
Maybe they wasn't praying right.
All of them, every single one of them.
No, but I feel like this is the thing, right? The way the construct is, it protects itself, right? Any good system protects itself. So it's hard for you to then use these types of thought processes, logic, conversations to try and disprove these things, because the systems protect itself. So you're gonna go and say, oh, you can, so if you make an argument like, oh, you can't tell me God answered all prayers when there was things like slavery, if none of the slaves was praying, because the truth is, nobody said that, well, because you pray, you're going to have a good life and everything going to be good.
But that's what they want people to believe. That's the ideology a lot of them push. I'm not saying for everybody this is true, but that's the ideology a lot of them that's why when you go to people and you say, oh, I'm having a hard time, all they say is pray about it, God can fix it. They literally make you feel like all I have to do is pray and my problems will be solved.
I got where you're coming from. And
that's not the truth.
I get where you're coming from. Yeah.
I hate that because it literally takes away from what you are going through. Like it's
dismissive.
It makes it seem like that the only thing you're doing wrong is not praying or not believing enough or not doing this.
So you put the blame on you.
Yeah, and not on the fact that the situation may have caused this and there's ways to fix it. Besides, or not only just, oh, let me pray to Danny gonna fix. That's not how it works. Life has never worked that way.
I think that whatever it is that you believe, right? Whatever you believe and wherever you draw the line, because I don't think there's any two people that believe exactly the same thing. Everybody has differences, and of course, as it should be, based on your experiences, based on your background and that kind of thing, you have different interpretations. Two people read the same book have different interpretations, right? So it's very hard to believe that there's any two people that have the exact same beliefs. But that whatever your beliefs are is going to inform a lot of who you are, how you live your life, the decisions you make, and stuff like that. And that has nothing to do with whether or not you adhere to exactly how you believe, what you believe, and stuff like that. But it will inform you in some way. You can't escape your belief system. Is one of the things that really define you. So it's going to be very difficult for people to divorce themselves from things that play such a big role in defining who they are.
Yeah. But some things are more hurtful than harmful, and I wish we could get to a place where we differentiate the two. Because, you could have the system, but you could also understand that everything taught to me in the system was not probably the best.
I think that, and this is the thing I keep telling people, when we start thinking about the religions that are most popular, all right? the religions that are most popular and spread the fastest are the ones that are willing to adapt and cave, you know. Christianity is one of those things that has given space for so many different denominations, so many different theologies, so many different and it evolves.
Yeah, because
it continues to evolve. So
there's multiple,
and that is why it was able to spread the way it was able to spread,
like wildfire.
right? So I think that even when we start talking about and I think we're having some different discussions when we start talking about what is true versus religion. I don't know if all the time religion and some of these beliefs have so much to do with reinforcing the truth as much as reinforcing certain standards,
Some biases
like that, and just and putting people in a position sometimes from a place of good intent to really just live the best life they could live, right? And sometimes when we talk about ignorance being bliss, there's truth to that. A lot of times
we know that.
So a lot of times when you hear people start giving out these, talking about these belief systems and stuff like that, a lot of times really and truly what it's doing is reinforcing ignorance as opposed to highlighting truth.
Yep.
In an effort to aid people in navigating what could be a very difficult existence.
True.
You understand? So my thing is, when we start trying to discuss on, why is this thing about people turning into cats? Like, does that contribute positively to society, or does it take away from what it is we're trying to build? So you have people now who are running around, cutting off limbs, putting it in clay pots, hoping that they find money and thing. I don't think
money just pre out. Like,
we have people running around spending their money, giving it to people in return for a bush bat, and because they got the bush bat, now believe that they're protected and thus can go and terrorize people.
Yeah.
Right? So these are the kind of things that we need to stamp out. It's not just about and so a lot of times we get hung up on, is this the right way, or this is the truth, or this is the righteous way, and what are we trying to build? Like, what are we trying to build? Is what you're doing contributing positively to your life and to the life of others and to society as a whole?
Yeah.
So I don't like to have got these conversations with people in relation to the validity of your religion. So in general, I don't go talking to people about whether Christianity or Islam or Hinduism, whether or not it's true, right, or not. I have the conversation about how has it contributed to society, right? So we could have a conversation about Christianity, because now we're dealing with facts.
Yep.
How has Christianity positively or negatively impacted human society over the last 2,000 years? We could do the same thing for Obia when we start talking about what's been
witchcraft
and what is happening now in terms of how people interact with religion and how these religion play into how people live their life. So these are the things that's important to me. You have persons who, like I said, will take advantage of people's belief. So you have to then have discussions about the charlatans whose intent is to deceive people for their own personal benefit. That happens in every religion, Christianity, everything.
I was speaking a couple months back about a pastor that built an ark and was about to sail after sacrificing cult members.
Yeah. Jade, literally 2 weeks ago, I was telling you about Peter Popoff.
Yo.
Peter Popoff selling spring water.
That is still today the wildest thing you've told me for the year.
When we left here, guys, I found
the world?
I found several videos of Peter Popoff spanning decades. I showed them to Jade.
This man is an actual man. I tell you, when y'all...
Yeah, we thought, Axman saying the Jamaican no.
When I tell y'all, right, that I am positive that the light to hell going belong and it going to be filled with this type of people.
People take advantage of the people who pray
the man
on people's
water,
beliefs.
as him.
Yeah. Spring water.
Spring water
And
that is alleged blessed.
And have people testifying about how they just end up with $60,000 in the mail.
On live television. Boy.
My thing is, yeah, you end up with some money, but I don't know if it's exact. You get some money, you get paid somewhere. I just need to know who pay you and why. Yeah, I mean, me saying you ain't get no money,
I
you know.
thought this was a stripper. As I thought the man was a stripper.
Peter
it is
Papa.
a white evangelist.
Yeah, Peter
The
Papa.
man look just like the people with us watch on.
Why all them got the same hairstyle?
What the channel at?
You mean TBN?
TBN. He looks literally like the white man, the man TBN.
Peter Papa, yeah. Yeah, real man.
And here what you're selling now, you blessed water for how much you sell this?
All kind of things. Sometimes he have a special and it's free.
Free package to hell. Free package to hell.
But I think these are the discussions that we need to have. A lot of times we get caught up on who right and who wrong or whatever. Is this thing positively contributing to how you live your life?
And the funny thing is, they don't see it that way because once he is based in religion, any type of religion, once you put a religion behind it and a popular religion, no matter what the person doing, a lot of the time they was like, no, I could see,
it's justified. It's justified.
Bro, you cannot justify a man selling spring water anointed by the Lord. Got people on live
I could justify it, because there's people who sell water all the time. My problem is when you start telling me
Island Purified never tell me that I'm $60,000.
That's the problem. So that's the problem. I don't have a problem if you bless the water and sell it here. But when you start telling me to expect
a cool 60K?
A cool 60K, then I got to watch you a little funny. Because then it feels as though you're preying on my beliefs.
You ain't even trying to hide it, And that's the thing that is baffling me. A lot of these people don't try to hide their intentions. It's clear as day. If you just listen to what they're telling you.
I can tell you something now, Jade. And I can tell you something. Right? A lot of times, what happens is that people like us who may be outside of these circles and don't hold the beliefs that are being used to take advantage of people are the ones who call out these charlatans
and then they
for the
don't call
nonsense.
hidden.
What needs to happen, Jade, is that the true believers them need to police your own thing.
No, because you know what's going to happen when they do that? You know what has happened when they do that? I've seen this in multiple documentaries. As soon as you start doing that, you become a pariah. They make your life a living hell. They just kill you.
Jade, the pastors out here literally trying to enrich people's lives and help people to be the best versions of themselves. Them there's the ones who need to be calling out all these other pastors who out here just doing all kind of nonsense.
And I've yet to see or hear them do it.
That is the problem.
Anyway.
That's really the problem. It's like people are afraid to police their own thing and they don't recognize what's happening is that it's undermining your goal. As righteous and honorable as it might be, these are the things that undermining your ability to achieve what you're trying to achieve.
Anyway, let's take some calls. Let's see what the people saying because we have a few minutes left.
Good morning, caller. You're live on Island T. What's up?
Yes, good morning.
Morning.
The word of God said the wheat and the tears have to go together, And it all falls back to people's belief because if you can't tell a man if they want to believe that this water gonna bring them healing, it's a mindset. And again, the word of God said, if you have faith the size of a mustard seed, said they have this faith, but it is a fool is born every day. I was talking to one of my church sisters, and we were talking something. We were watching a video with, I think, an African pastor had the people line up and beating them, and, some of the saints were saying, they're foolish. But then I pointed out to my church sister, it's not so much that the saints, the people are foolish. The problem is that some leaders use the Bible. You can take the very Bible and you can use it for good, or you can use it for bad. You don't even have to change a word in the Bible. Just do what the Bible says. And one of the thing is the Bible says, obey those that have the rule over you. Now, the Bible tells me I must obey those that have the rule over me. You can tell me to go and do, if I don't have enough common sense, go tell me do this, do that. Because the word of God says, obey those that have the rule over you. So you can take that Bible and you can use it for good, or you can take it and use it and whip people into submission and use it for a whole lot of evil. Jim Jones used the very same Bible. All the other people use the very same Bible. It's up to the people, the saints of God. That's what God said. You have to know him for yourself.
Amen.
Amen. Indeed, boy.
Hello, have a good day.
All right, you take care, Cleo.
You know things get serious when Cleo
When the
preacher tone.
preacher tone drop in, you don't know.
You
You don't know. Yes, Axeman Peter Papa, if you could find some of his videos on YouTube. But Jay, that is the thing, right? I think a lot of times the difference is some people use the beliefs, the tenets, the religion, the religious books of some of these religions to enrich people's life. And then there's some people who use it to enrich themselves. And I think that a lot of times persons who are trying to enrich people's lives are reluctant to call out those who are using it to enrich themselves. And that's because of a fear of maybe being labeled a hypocrite, you got skeletons in your own closet and stuff like that. But you gotta know what your intentions are. You got to know what your intentions are. You understand where I'm coming from? And so be willing to do that, because coming from me and you, Jade, it ain't gonna hit the same.
No, man.
Ain't hit
Not
the
at
same.
all.
Leaders must lead. Right? Good morning, caller. You're live on Island T. What's up?
Like you just said, you can use the word to enrich yourself. You know, once ago, people used to come to our church and they would say, sow a seed. And I tell my pastor, look me. Nobody come here, come tell me sow a seed. I'm not sowing any more seed, because the amount of seed I sow, I should have a forest. Because I've sown so much seed, I should have a forest. People use the word of God, like you said, to enrich themselves. It's up to us to let the Spirit lead us to whether we want to, as they would say, sow that seed, or people force you to sow a seed. Nobody tell me sow no seed. If the Spirit of God leads me to give more than what I would want to give, yes, I will do it. But to tell me sow a seed, I tell my pastor I should have a forest amount of seed I done sow. You have a God-blessed day.
You do the same, and hopefully that forest is on the horizon for you.
Listen, I hope it don't start to go.
Hopefully
I
that
hope it start to
you
go.
see what you have to understand, Cleo, is that forests take time.
Take
no
time.
forest pop
Nope.
up over one generation,
Starts
two
with
generation.
one tree.
Watch you. The forest that you're looking for, it just gonna take generations. Your children, your children's children, and your children's children's children will reap the benefits of all those seeds that you've sown.
Eventually, you will have your forest. I
But-
agree.
But yeah, it's just unfortunate that there's so many people that get put in these situations to have their beliefs preyed upon, and
It can't feel
and
good.
direct them into certain actions that not only negatively impact them, whether financially, mentally, spiritually, but also negatively impact like the entire society. You know, the entire society, and I think we really gonna have to start calling out some of these things, because and again, this is where a lot of us go wrong, and the show is over, so we're gonna wrap up.
Yes, gotta go home.
We gotta go, but
Leave them with a good word.
But what I'm gonna say is, when the people, let's say, oh, me talking religion with nobody, me talking religion and this and thing. Let me tell you what to do. Stop trying to have discussions about the validity of people's religion and the beliefs. People will believe what they believe.
Can't
right?
change that.
You can share your beliefs, no problem. Right? But let us start having more discussions about how beliefs, whether religious or otherwise, impact persons and impact society, and how they contribute to society. I think we start having more of those discussions opposed to trying to figure out who right and who wrong. I think it'll be better for everybody. You understand? I believe it'll be better for everybody. And I think if persons recognize that really and truly this particular set of beliefs, this particular set of values seem to have proven over time to positively impact society and people, more people will get involved.
Exactly.
More people come on board, because at the end of the day,
work so hard to convince them.
for most people, that is what when people see the works of your faith, then they're more inclined to believe. But yeah, guys, we gotta go, we gotta leave, we gotta disembark.
Ooh, boy, what an episode today.
Yeah, Gem Tuesdays, boy.
Gem Tuesdays, but Adam it was on a roll today.
But yeah, I get some sleep, man. I get some sleep.
Clearly, all that free Graham you give it today.
Yeah. I tell you, it was the 12:30 butter vegetables. Yeah.
Make you sleep better.
12:30 butter vegetables.
Love it, man. Love it.
But guys, hopefully you had a great time, just like we had a great time hanging out with you. Whether you came and chilled with us on Facebook or YouTube or with Media's SKN paid website, sorry.
Yes.
We appreciate you. All the people listening on the radio, big up yourself. Big up Nama and our friends from the Solid Waste Management Corporation for being a part of the show.
Remember, guys, stop carrying your garbage all over the place. Just go to Solid Waste, it's right there.
Go to the dump.
It's not expensive. It's not a hassle. Just go and please keep saying it's clean.
Keep
That's
our
all we
country
ask.
clean. Keep our country clean.
Something small.
Keep our country clean.
That you have to do.
I'm telling you. Somebody want to see our house here. Anyway.
Woo!
Anyway.
Father God.
Let us move on. Let us go. Again, guys, please, we've seen it several times today. Spend more time living your content than posting it. Please. And remember, you can't be everybody's cup of tea, because you is not a mug. We're going to see you guys again tomorrow.